What's up, y'all? We got updates. Not some great ones, but we're gonna talk about all that when I wake back up. See you in the morning. All right, now I'm leaving the gym. It's the fourth time this week I've gone. It's Thursday, so it's only been 4 days this week. Trying to get it in, trying to keep up my word. It's been a little minute since I've checked in. I've just been all over the place, with life be lifing, On the way to the grocery store right now. I've food prepped pretty much this whole week. I haven't really ate out. I'm trying to keep that going. I'll probably eat out of some form this weekend, one meal. So that I was going to go get some tacos this morning, but that kind of deterred me from doing that. Yeah, man, life just been lifing though, a lot's going on, a lot has happened, and a lot of nothing has happened, after I made that first video, I want to say for at least a month after that, I just was kind of a roller coaster of emotions, just back and forth with things I've had going on in my life, back and forth with my thoughts. Oddly, this is the start of May, and, I'm learning that May is mental health month, so, I feel like, it's a good subject to be on, because, right now, a lot of people, we got mental health issues, and nobody really, we feel like we can't speak to nobody, or we don't want to speak to nobody, or feel like nobody really understands you, or is gonna understand you, and you feel like, hey, I don't want to talk to a therapist, some person who's paid all this money to go to school and learn general psychology is not gonna know how to help me with my problems. I'm with you. I'm not saying I agree with you, but I've been there. I've been that person. I just want to say, if you really need to speak to someone, speak to someone. And if you have no one to speak to me. I got you. I know a lot of people say that, but we all got stuff going on. I'm not saying I could take on everybody's problems, but if anything, I got a good ear. You know what I'm saying? Got a good ear. I'm a very good listener, so I've heard. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna call this chapter consistency, because that's what we're learning. Consistency and self-love. Because you gotta love yourself, man. And I feel like I spent a long time of my life not loving myself, just kind of always trying to do, what I was taught was right and everything. And sometimes what you were taught was right, and what you got going on in life, they don't really coincide with each other. You know what I mean? For example, whenever we go to school, they try to teach us, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, good job, start a family, or get a house, start a family. These are the structure walls of your life, and they don't really teach you about trades. They don't really teach you about owning your own business. They don't really teach you about taxes. They don't teach you about the little intangible important shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm trying to say. Nothing really in a perfect world is in that perfect structure. You know what I'm saying? Life takes us all over the damn place. You know what I'm saying? Some of us had to grow up at a younger age, and we never really got a chance to experience certain things as a child. And then when you become an adult, you're trying to fulfill your little childhood dreams. Hey, I grew up not very, not having very much money. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she did the best she could. She's a great mother. I can't say enough about her. But she, she had me young as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you just certain things that you have to learn in your own life that, you're going to go through, and you're going to have to hopefully take the lesson from it and not make the mistakes multiple times. I've also done that. I've also made the same mistake multiple times and, done things, that I'm not necessarily proud of. But, like, so I grew up not very much money. My mom, she had me in J's and stuff when I was younger. When your feet get bigger, they get more expensive. So, there was a minute where I was rocking the Starter, the Walmart shoes, and Payless shoes. Like, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And as an adult, when I start making good money and I start, raking in the dollars, like, that's all I thought about was, oh man, I want this, I want that. And I was buying shit, had impulsive spending like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't smart, you know what I'm saying? That's not a smart thing to do. Like, I also had my kids, started having kids young, so like, I'm already in a position where I got shit to take care of and I'm impulsive spending. Like, what kind of shit is that, bro? You know what I'm saying? So, that's one of the lessons I'm talking about. Like, life, we trying to, my bad, I'm over here driving. I know this is dangerous. I promise this is not going to be the foundation of all my videos. I'm trying to get better at pulling my phone out. That was gross. I'm trying to get better at pulling my phone out and recording like my workouts and recording me cooking. Like, it's still awkward to me. I've never been that type of person to pull my phone. Like, this is awkward to me. I'm in my car by myself. But, I'm getting better at it. But yeah, so yeah, on my way to the grocery store. It is 10:11. I haven't ate nothing yet. I ordered my Chipotle online. So I'm gonna pick that up at 10:50. So I'm just trying to get to the grocery store real quick and get some things I need. I'll just talk about not eating that, right? Yeah, this is gonna be the first meal I've ate out in a couple days. Well, since I started my little program. Shout out to my brother for making me a program. A lot of people want to see me do better, man. That's and this, which is odd to me because I didn't, a lot of people that I didn't think cared or, so everybody got their own life. A lot of people, I'm that type of person. I don't like putting too much on people I feel like don't need the extra stress on their life. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my brother with everything he has going on. He has a family of his own. He's chasing his own dreams. He's, made time to make me a little workout program because, you want to go to the gym, and I know how to work out and stuff, but you want to go to the gym knowing what you're doing. You don't want to just go in there and just kind of be winging it unless you've just been in it forever and you just automatically know what to go to and what your stack is and what your, what I'm saying, you're going in and doing shoulders and you're doing a million shoulder workouts. And, I know that stuff, but I also need some kind of direction because I got my own personal goals I'm trying to hit right now. I got to the point where, I was, I weighed myself one day, and this was months ago. I was at like 360, man, and I couldn't believe that. I never thought I'd get that big, but I thought I'd get sick before I got that big, you know what I'm saying? But here we are. So, finally decided to start doing something about it. For past couple years, and this is no excuse, but for the past couple years, I've been, have some certain life events that have kind of put me like in a certain like depression. And I'm the type of person, unfortunately, I didn't know I was until life hit me the way it did, but I'm the type of person that will continue to put negative, once I'm going through something bad, I'll continue to put negative shit in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I continue to question myself. I continue to question people. I continue to, once it's going bad, it's like, how much worse can it get? And I continue to dwell on that instead of saying, fuck that. Like, I'm going to get better. Like, I'm very optimistic when I talk to people because I love people and I love to make people feel better. And, I feel like I'm a pretty optimistic person in general, but once I'm down in the dumps, I'm down in the dumps. And it's bad. Like, there's very few people that could bring me out of it. And, like, that's something I'm working on. That's what kind of showed me, like, hey, like, I really have a lot of self-love. So, like I told y'all before, I'm starting to get back. I want to, kind of find myself, mentally, physically, spiritually. And I've just coming on to say I've started those processes finally. After, a month and a half of saying I want to do this and that. I'm doing it. You know, I recently started going to church. You know, shout out to my boy Brian. You know, started out as a client. Now he's really good friends. Love him, his family. You know what I'm saying? Very blessed to have encountered and engaged with them and gotten as close as we got. And he's, he too, has a past, and, he found God, and, his stories really kind of inspired me. So I went to his church, and, I loved it. I'm not the hugest spiritual person right now, but oddly, when I was there was a sense of relief that's kind of hard to explain. But I definitely felt it. I definitely felt very welcome. Only obstacle, and this is gonna sound crazy, is that the church is just far. But hey, like, you're gonna do what you gotta do. You're gonna go where you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, so that's my spiritual so far. Started going to church and haven't become like a member yet. I've only gone twice, but I want to continue that, because I want to get to a point where I feel like the messages are truly speaking to me, and I know that's a process. I know that takes time to get to. That's not something that you get there and immediately feel. When everybody feels that overwhelming sensation of, hey, he has his hands on you, and they kind of break down in tears. I feel like I need that right now. I feel like I need that very much so. Like, as a grown man, I hate to admit it, but I made some mistakes, and it's caused me to see I feel like I've always kind of been low-key a little sensitive. But like, my emotional side has come out a lot more, behind closed doors, unfortunately. Like, I think about things, like I said, I dwell on certain things, and it'll cause me to tear up a little bit. And thankfully, like I said, I've had certain people to ground me. I've had certain people in my life that can calm me down, that can see that something's not 100% correct, and they constantly are, hey, you good, how you doing? And I really, really appreciate that, because y'all really do hit me at a time where I need it. You know what I mean? So I love that for me. Kids doing good. That's my biggest focus. I want to become more present, more engaged with them. I want them to know that I'm always here. It's kind of, I've always been there for my kids. I've always been present. But as dads, we always feel like we could do, as parents actually in general, I'm sorry, we always feel like we can be there more, be doing a better job somewhere. So that notion of living every day like your last, like I want to be doing that. I want them to know, like, no matter what, like, Dad's here. He's always been here. Like, he's gonna be here even when he's not here. You know what I'm saying? Physically, I want them to understand that. So I start. Eventually, I would like to take them to church with me, but I want to feel it first. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be right timing. You know what I mean? Yeah, the gym has been helping me physically and mentally. Obviously, I haven't. The first couple of days, like, I want to say prior to me going to the gym, I had received some news that I wasn't really happy to hear, you know what I'm saying? But, again, life is life. It is what it is. And, the first couple of days of the gym, like, I wanted that immediate satisfaction of, hey, like, this shit hurts, but I want the gym to hurt me more. I want this pain. I want this anger out of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it gone. Like, and the first couple of days, I was just, real quiet, just real. I wasn't going too hard, but I was going hard enough to, obviously I was sore. I'm sore than a motherfucker right now. But like, I was just like, like, I'm not getting that sensation that everybody gets. A lot of people, they go through their transformation after a hard point of their life. And, they say like that pain kind of drove them through, the physical pain. So they just, they ended up killing it and hitting their goals and kind of loving themselves and, kind of just being happy. Like, it grounded them. It brought them back down brought them back up from a dark place. And at first, I won't lie, I wasn't feeling that. I was just so upset and, like I said, angry. I've, apparently, I hear from a lot of people that as optimistic as I am and as, nice and smiling as I am. And I listen to them and I agree with them. Like, I've had a lot of anger, like, towards a lot of people, and I just kind of hold stuff in or let shit fly, and we're not doing that no more. Like, not even because it's a different year, it's a different me. Like, you can't keep that stuff in your mind. Like, and I did that for a long time. When I heard that news, I didn't want to hear. Like I said, I just got numb. I just got quiet. I started trying to prove points that I wasn't trying to prove before. Like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how life works. Like, you have to go through your process, whatever your process is. If you just got out of a serious relationship, you have to give yourself time to heal. You can't rush it. There's no filling voids with people. Like, a lot of people try to do that. Unfortunately, like, that doesn't end up working. Sometimes it works, but unfortunately, a lot of times that doesn't end up working out, and then you just, hurt people. You end up hurting somebody else because you're hurt, and that's something that you shouldn't do. So, and that's just for the people that are getting out of serious relationships. A lot of people, they feel like they failed at something, so they're trying to pick themselves back up. A lot of people feel like, they made a wrong decision, and they feel like they're the reason for something going bad in their life or other people's lives, and they're trying to recoup from that. Whatever your journey is, like, you have to give yourself time to heal from that, and that's never been more significant and apparent in my life than right now. And I'm really trying to go through this process. As hard as it is, it's very hard to go through this process, because you start, it's like starting from square one. You start evaluating people and their roles in your life, and if it's not lucrative or beneficial, but if it's genuine, and you start seeing, like, a lot of people that were, so-called friends or whatever the case may be, aren't who they say they are. Like, what I'm saying? They weren't who they say they are. I'm a HEB, by the way. Shout out Texas, you know what I'm saying? We got that HEB gang. Just so y'all know, I'm not driving anymore. But yeah, it's time to go through that process, go through the hard stuff, go through the easy days. There's a lot of good days, there's a lot of bad. And I'm not even gonna say bad days, because there's never been a whole day that's just been bad. I don't think for anybody. Like, there's been bad moments in days, but no day is really just bad. I feel like, we have to really, I learned that from my boy Anthony and his wife. They had a podcast a while back. Shout out to them. Shout out to Lions Den, Cricket Kings, CreateTX. Love y'all. Yeah, man, they they really put that in my head, and I learned, this was years ago, and I have kept that in the back of my head. Like, they had talks with their kids, and they were talking about they had a good day or a bad day. Kids said they had a bad day, and they were like, hey, did you have a bad day, or was there just a part of your day? Was it just 30, 60 seconds that were bad, and you just let it affect the rest of your day? Like, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm starting to get to. Like, hey, like, not necessarily roll off my back, but whatever the problem is, solve it, keep it moving. Yeah, I'm sorry that this was just a long talking video. Like I said, I'm gonna start getting better. Actually, right now, when I get up in the store, hopefully, I'm gonna start getting better at I'm gonna start getting better at pulling my camera out and kind of showing y'all what I'm doing on the physical, the workouts, the eating, the church, you know what I'm saying, the drives. I'm gonna have talks. I'm gonna have videos where I'm talking, not the whole time, but a little bit. But let's try to show y'all the real, because every day, you know what I'm saying, like, a lot of people take a while to start their process. We tell ourselves, we get to these points where we're so motivated, we just want to start this and do this, and we're just like, yeah, this and that. And you know what I'm saying, we don't start when we say we're gonna start. We're just like, man, like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't think we're not ready. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, financially you're not ready, mentally you're not ready. But when you already like hit that shit full force, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep my momentum up. I started it. I'm trying to keep that going. It's been working really well for me so far. I'm only 4 days in, but it's been getting better daily. You know what I mean? Like, my mental space has been getting better. Like, I wake up and I want to go to the gym. It's not like, like I wake up and that's the first thing I get ready for. I make sure, you know what I'm saying, kids and everything are straight. I'm not needed for anything. And I jump to it and I'm out the house within 45 minutes to an hour ready to, you know what I'm saying, get this shit, you know what I'm saying? So just do y'all, man. Ready to be, you know what I'm saying, just get to it, whatever it is in your life. You want to lose weight, get to it. You want to become a millionaire, get to it. Like, we have, you know, a new opportunity to hit our goals and chase our dreams every day, and I feel like a lot of us take that for granted, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I don't know what else to say except get to it, do your best. Not every day is going to be easy, but not every day is going to be hard. Life might not let you be great sometimes, but you are still great. Shout out to the kings and queens out there. Love all of y'all. Thank y'all for watching the video. Let me know if there's something in particular y'all want or need to see, especially my fellas, man, because like I said, we don't be talking enough, and I know some real tough guys, man. Shout out to the shit talkers out there. I know some real tough guys that, you know, we kind of opened up to each other and become vulnerable with each other and, you know, kept it real with each other. So, yeah. Let me know if there's anything like y'all have to see, because I'm telling you, I'm going through everything. So, I'm ready to solve these problems, you know what I'm saying? Ready to hit the nail on the head and show people what it's like to find you and get you right, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to be back again. Shit, maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks. I'm not going to take a long hiatus again. It's going to start coming regularly now, so yeah, let's get it.